Hey guys, this is like a really late night thing. I couldn't do it during the day because, yeah, I don't want to walk around with castor oil and stuff in my hair. What I want to be showing y'all is exactly how I apply castor oil to my scalp and what exactly I use and everything like that. First of all, the castor oil I use I got from Walmart in the pharmacy department. It's the castor oil USP, which I hear means that it's 100% castor oil. The second thing I use is extra virgin olive oil. Make sure it's extra virgin instead of just regular olive oil because the molecules are big enough so they don't clog your pores. Third bottle is I just moved some of the olive oil into the smaller bottle just so it can sit on my counter and so it looks cuter than the other bottle anyways. That's it. I have a spray bottle and this is actually half olive oil, half castor oil, and the reason I did that is because the castor oil is really thick and it's really hard to kind of spread in your scalp, so I mixed it with half olive oil since it's a little bit runnier, so it makes it easier to get in your scalp. What I do is, the reason I have it in a spray bottle is because I wanted to have it already mixed because most of the time it's really late at night when I get to do this, and what I do is I take the cap off the spray bottle. The reason I keep that cap on is because olive oil and stuff can spoil, and I don't want it to, so that's a little bit more airtight than what I have that I use to apply it with. And this right here comes out of hair dye. It's the type of applicator that gets the hair dye toward your roots. You can use like a hair dye bottle too. I just didn't have a hair dye bottle that matched this, and this just happened to fit perfectly. So I just twist that on. This is the easiest way I've found to apply it. And what I do is tip it upside down so the castor oil starts to come out of the tips of it. I put it starting at the front of my scalp, barely squeeze and push back. And I do that all the way over my head, making sure I get every spot. This makes it so much easier and faster to apply than just taking the regular castor oil bottle, putting some in your hands, and trying to put it on your roots with your fingers. That took me forever. Now, as you can see, I got from here back on each side and on the top. Now, what I do to get the bottom and the nape of my neck is, this is going to be hard to do on camera, but I tip my head over like this, hold the bottle, starting at the nape of your neck and going up. I just gently squeeze the bottle and make sure I get right there on the crown of your hair. And that's it. So for the rest of my hair, what I do is I take that bottle of the olive oil and I just put that on my ends. I found that this is a lot better and works a lot better on my hair than conditioners, and I've tried a lot of different conditioners as deep conditioners. I've used Aussie 3-Minute Miracle, and I still use that all the time because I really like it. I just kind of alternate in between this and the Aussie. The reason I like the olive oil is because it's all natural, and so I'm not applying any heavy silicones or anything to my hair. And, you know what's exactly in what you're putting in your hair. That makes sense. So you're not putting tons of chemicals. And I found that a lot of leave-in conditioners have a lot of the ingredients that we try to avoid in our shampoos and stuff, like sodium lauryl sulfate, propylene glycol. I know I'm not saying that right. I can't pronounce it. But what I do is I do put it all over my hair, and I have kind of oily hair and fine blonde hair, but I am able to wash this out just with shampoo. I might sometimes have to go over it twice. But it does work well, and it conditions your hair. After that, what I do, I use a scrunchie. I don't use a hairband because scrunchies are less pulling on your hair and less tense. I use a silk scrunchie too because there's no friction in between your hair and the scrunchie while you move in your sleep. It makes it a lot better for your hair. So what I do is I pull my hair back, straight back, slick it all back. And then I put it in a bun or in a ponytail. Okay? And then after that, this is the best thing I've used, is these really cheap shower caps, these really thin ones. I've got like 10 for $1 at a dollar store. These are best. I've had like the more heavy duty ones, but they're so big that they like slip off in my sleep, and these don't. I wake up the next morning and I still have those. So I slide that on. This is funny. But I slide that on and then I just go to sleep in it. The next morning I wash it out. Another thing I'd like to mention is whenever I don't have the time to put on a shower cap, I put on a silk scarf in my hair, just because whenever we don't have conditioners and stuff in our hair when we sleep, our hair is dry. The friction in between our hair and the pillow causes a lot of damage with your cuticle. So silk is one of the best things that avoids all that friction in between your hair. I want to show y'all real quick. These are the shower caps that completely fall off my head. So always just use the really cheap, really thin, you can see through them, shower caps. Another thing you can do once you get this on is you can turn a blow dryer on to low heat and just run it all over your head, just to open up the cuticles, really get the oil in. Also, if you want to do that, like if you have a day that's at home, you can put some of this in your hair, you know, blow dry it for a little bit, leave it in for like an hour, and it still does the same thing. I like to sleep in mine just because I don't want to have to really mess with it. Just really don't have the time after work and everything. So, I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope this helps some and explains a little bit more to y'all why I do this and everything. Thanks for watching.